It is called as the curl of a vector. What is curl? Curl is nothing but the English meaning of the curl is it is circulation. Okay, or we can say rotation, curling. Okay, it is circulating, or it is called as the rotation, curl meaning, but exact meaning is the exact meaning in this chapter it gives the it is the curl, means it's a circulation. Okay, so in this complete chapter, if we apply the magnetic field, what is produced? The current is produced. If we apply, if current is supplied in the circuit or in the wire, what is produced? Magnetic field is produced. Okay, if one is circulating, the other is produced, right? So that only we are going to learn here. It is the circulation or the curve. For example, if I have this current carrying conductor, the I is the current which is passing here. Okay, so every current carrying conductor produces the magnetic field. It produces the magnetic field around that. So there will be magnetic field around that. Okay, magnetic field perpendicular to the flow of current is produced. Okay, or in other words, if magnetic field H is the magnetic field, I is the flow of current. If magnetic field is curled, okay, if magnetic field is curled, then what is produced? Current in the wire is produced. Okay, or it is the rotation or the circulation, how much the circulation is taking place. Okay, and these are the vectors. These are the vectors. Okay, these are the vectors. These all are the circulation is in the form of a vector. Okay, which is changing every point, right? So this is the circulation, and symbol for that that is it is del cross A or del cross H, whichever the vector you are going to take, that we have to write here. It is del cross H. It's a cross product between this operator and the vector. Okay, now we will see the mathematical form of this. I'll write the definition first. Curl of a vector is equal to, the curl of a vector is, it is the curl of a vector, curl of a vector field. Okay, A, let us say curl of a vector field is A. It says that the maximum circulation of vector, it is maximum circulation of a vector field A per unit area, per unit area. Okay, and as area shrinks, as area shrinks. Okay, yesterday we have seen the divergence by taking the charges inside the box as the box is shrinking. Here what is happening? The curl of a vector we are defining, the curl of a vector is defined as the maximum circulation of a vector A. If I take this vector H, that means the maximum circulation of the vector H per unit area. So it has some plane, it has got some plane. In this plane it is going to circulate. Okay, it is going to circulate in this horizontal plane, whereas the current is perpendicular, current is perpendicular to this plane. Okay, you should imagine if the magnetic field is circulating in the plane of a paper, if magnetic field is circulating in the plane of a paper, then the current is produced perpendicular to this, the current is produced perpendicular to the plane of a paper. Okay, so like that, the maximum circulation of the vector A, maybe any vector, right, per unit area. So this is unit area, we are taking this unit area. In that plane it is circulating, in that area it is circulating. as area shrinks. That means what? The limit we are taking to this area. This may be circular in shape. We have taken rectangle here. So some area which is shrinking. That means we are limiting that area. Okay, we have to apply the limit. Now same definition. Let me write in the form of mathematics. That is curl of a vector. That means this is curl of a vector A, or you can write it as del cross A, curl of a vector A is equal to, okay, is equal to maximum circulation. It is maximum circulation, right? Maximum circulation per unit area, per unit area. Unit area is what? We should take it as del S. Okay, it is del S per unit area. So as the area, this area is shrinking, that means we should apply limit delta S is shrinking to 0. That means we are limiting that to the that means it is true to 0, and it is true also for this maximum value, that is delta S. This is the definition of the curl in the mathematics. Or even we can write this as the curl can be written as the curl can be written as, what is the maximum circulation? Maximum circulation around any path can be given as, it is the closed integral of the vector A. It is closed integration of the vector A. This we have seen. This we have seen. It's a closed path around around some line per, because A is what? A is a vector. A is a vector, and this is the maximum circulation. So if I take a line at the outermost path of this, so this will be closed surface. Outermost path of that will be this maximum circulation. This is maximum circulation per unit area, per unit area. Okay, and this we can take in the limit. Okay, the same thing I have written with the form of the limits. So this maximum circulation I have written in like this. Okay, and this is nothing but the curl of vector A. This is the curl of a vector A. Fine. So you can take it like this. This is the three-dimensional diagram, or you can take the circulation in the form of this path also. Okay, maybe this is center point, and the edge is circulating, for example, so that perpendicular to this point, what is produced is the current. Okay, or as we have seen the definition of this cross product. Okay, definition of the cross product is what? So this is del cross A. That means what is del? Del is dou by dou x. Okay, dou by dou x, and then we have dou by dou y, dou by dou z. Okay, with what? With the plus sign over here, with the plus sign over here, and with the I, j, k as the unit vectors. Okay, multiplied by this vector A, multiplied by this vector A, that is a cross product. So where what is A? A is nothing but it is x component plus it is y component plus it is z component. So this is the vector A. So to write this in the form of a determinant, so we can write this as, this is I, j, k, and then this is dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and here we can write in the third row ax, vector ay, and az. This is x component of a vector A, y component of a vector A, z component of a vector A. This we should write in the determinant. So this is del cross A. So this is called as the curl of a vector. To physical significance of the curl of a vector. So what is the significance? What it says? What it says actually, why we have to learn this? Because it measures, it is a measure of what it measures. It is the measure of how much how much it is circulating, how much is circulation, okay, or how much is curl, how much is curl, okay. Let us say the magnetic field is there. For example, the magnetic field is there, magnetic field is curling, okay. So this is the magnetic field which is curling. For example, the magnetic field is curling. So this is the center point of that. If the magnetic field strength is less, then this vectors, as you know, the magnitude of a vector is given by the length of the vector. Length of the vector gives us the magnetic field. Okay, the if the length of this vectors are smaller, then the field is less. That means it's a smaller curve. Curve is smaller. Okay, if the this length of the vector is less, then the curve is the less. That means it is curling less. It is curling less. It is less curl. Curl is less. If the strength of the magnetic field is greater, strength of the magnetic field is greater, okay, that means we indicate this with a larger arrow marks. That means what it means, the strength of a vector H, vector field is greater. So here we have the larger curl, okay. So if there is no curl, if there is no curl, for example, the fields of lines are like this, okay, if H is tell me what is the curl at this point P, what is the curl at the point P, because these are parallel to each other, there is no curl, no curl. That means del cross A or del cross H is equal to 0. Del cross H is equal to 0. So this is all about the curl in the solenoid, in the motor, in the generator. These only will work out. These are the basic principles. Based on this, all the equipments, all the instruments work. Electrostatics. Okay. So here, let us consider the enclosed surface. This is, say, this is a surface. Okay. For example, surface enclosed with the charge. This is a surface enclosed with charge is called as Gaussian surface. What is this? This is the Gaussian surface. Okay, that means this is enclosing the charges. Such a one charge will take, this is Q, as one charge will take at a point O. At a point O, Q is a charge, maybe positive or the negative charge. Okay, which has the field which is hitting to the surface. Okay, so this is the cross sectional area of that. Okay, this is hitting to this ds. What is ds? ds is small segment. So this is a three-dimensional diagram. You should imagine that this is the three-dimensional diagram, and this charge is emitting a field, and that is hitting to the surface ds. Okay, and as I said, the area is also vector. Area, what is a vector? Vector is one which is having both magnitude and the direction. Area, we can easily understand the magnitude. Okay, what is the number? What is the area per centimeter square or meter square? Okay, so that is the magnitude. But how can it will be have it, it will have the direction. So area will also have the direction. If I indicate with some direction like this, for example, this is the ds, okay, which is the ds, and this has the direction perpendicular to it. This is the surface area. Perpendicular to that, we have this d, which is coming out. Okay, so here what all things we have considered? So Gaussian surface we have considered. Secondly, the q charge. One q is the point charge. Okay, and ds is a small element, small surface element. Okay, and d is the electric flux density. What is d? It is the flux density, okay, which is passing through ds. This much the flux is going out. What is the flux? Flux is nothing but, these are the lines, okay, lines of fields. These are the lines of fields per unit area is nothing but the flux. Are you understanding? The lines of fields per unit area is nothing but this is a flux. Okay, okay. This is a Gaussian surface we have considered. D is the density we have considered. Okay, then the total flux over S. Okay, so what we should find out? The total flux. Total. This is the D is a segment, okay, which is coming out from this ds. So total electric flux. So it is radiating inside. What we have? Charges we have. So each and every charge will emit the flux, and the flux is hitting to the surface. Flux is hitting to the surface. The total flux over the surface. Yes. What is yes? Yes is complete surface. Okay, E is equal to phi. It is the total flux. That total flux is given as phi is equal to, okay. So what we should do? We should integrate this, integrate over the surface area. So we should take the integration over the surface area, okay, and it is the closed loop. It is the closed surface. Why it is closed? The three-dimensional diagram we have taken. So surface is closed, okay, like a football, like a ball, like a sphere. This is irregular shape and it is also covered. Okay, so total surface area and the flux at ds. Okay, flux at ds is the total flux which is hitting to the surface area. Okay, is equal to, is equal to, it is charge enclosed in that. Okay, single charge we have considered, q we have considered. Okay, that means how many charges are there? How many charges are there? Total number of charges, sum of the charges. So it is q1, q2, q3 and so on, okay, till qn. So this is called as the Gauss law in electrostatics. What is the Gauss law in electrostatics? This is the mathematical equation. This we should write in the form of a words sentence. In the last definition, what I did is I have written the definition first and converted into mathematical form. Now what I am writing is, I am writing this equation. We should write that in the form of the sentence. Okay, so convert this in the sentence. What is this? What is this symbol? Okay, and what is this d? What is this s? We should write in the sentence. That I'll write. That I'll write. It is area. It is area integral of the electric field. Area integral of the electric field over surface. Okay, What is this? I have converted this. This is areal integration. It is areal integration or area integral of electric field over a surface. This is some field, that is a flux which is coming out. This is the field over the surface. Area integral of electric field over a surface is equal to, this is equal to, what is that? It is net charge enclosed. Okay, it is net charge enclosed. Fine. What is the definition? Area integral of electric field over a surface is equal to net charge enclosed. What is the net charge? Simply I have considered only Q here, but when I integrate over a surface, what I should consider is Q1 Q2 till Qn. This is the Q, or you can write even this capital Q also. Okay, instead of this you can write this capital Q. This is called as Gauss law in electrostatic. Okay.